In terms of bravery and fearless violent tendencies, hippos are one of Africa's most underrated animals. Let's take a look today. 12 animals that can be easily killed by hippos. The 12th tourist in the water. This one in the water is chasing the yacht so fast. It's hard to believe it's a hippopotamus. Tourists are enjoying the scenery. Their yacht disturbs the hippo's dream. Angry hippo chases yacht. These tourists almost died from the mouth of a hippopotamus. In the next second, this hippopotamus suddenly got angry and attacked the speedboat. Everything is safe. Hippos are really moody. Kayakers also suffered hippo scares. Fortunately, the hippo is just a threat. No more attacks. Hippos kill about 2,900 people in Africa every year. No 11 lion. Hippos are animals rarely attacked by lions. But if you attack this lion, you will be killed. Facing this big guy like a tank. The lion really has nothing to do. After a lion attacked a hippopotamus, another hippopotamus will quickly retaliate. Even if a huge lion appears in front of a hippopotamus, the hippopotamus will kill him with his eyes without fear. Eventually, the lion will flee from the hippo's eyes. Facing a pack of lions, the fearless hippopotamus will not be touched in his heart to take a peaceful nap among the lions. The 10th visitor on land. This jeep also strayed into hippo territory. The horse immediately stepped forward to drive away, but people underestimate how fast hippos can run. Passenger bitten by hippopotamus on bus. This hippopotamus nearly knocked this blue car away. This hippopotamus comes out to look for food at night. Just knock this car over and knock it to the ground. No, 9 crocodiles and hippos are natural enemies. Crocodiles have big mouths. Hippopotamus have bigger mouths. Big enough to chase a full-grown crocodile. And this crocodile has no sense of resistance at all. Although crocodiles will actively attack elephants, but he has no temper at all when facing hippopotamus. And crocodiles, even facing the active bite of hippopotamus. Crocodiles even play dead to escape hippos. 8-bit deer. This deer accidentally strayed into the hippo's territory. To do this, he attracted packs of wild dogs. Wild dog predation on deer affects hippo's nap. This hippopotamus will hold the deer in his heart. When another deer strayed into hippo territory again, a hippopotamus won't hesitate to kill a deer, and will give it up to wild dogs. Even a group of hippos will bite a deer. The 7th cheetah. If a cheetah strays into hippo territory, the hippopotamus will cover their ears with lightning speed. Go chase this cheetah. Cheetah with weak legs usually leave hippopotamus territory. However, cheetahs generally do not retreat when encountering crocodiles, so cheetahs are quite afraid of hippos. No, 6 wild dogs don't have the guts to attack hippos, but hippos will actively provoke wild dogs. It looks down upon these dirty guys the most. Hippos abandon wild dogs and appear around him. Eventually the packs of wild dogs will be driven away by the hippos when this wild dog driving an impala into a pond. When the hippo road sees injustice, it roars and instantly kills this one. Wild dogs, a group of wild dogs on the shore, were immediately frightened. Just run away. But packs of wild dogs will also constantly harass hippos. As for the probability of active attack, it is quite low. This is basically hippopotamus bloodline suppression. The 5th hippopotamus. If a male hippopotamus trying to intrude into another male's territory, it can only be solved by fighting. Hippos don't back down, but face challenges proactively. These 2 male hippos are fighting to the death. They all try to stifle their opponents with bad breath. Hippos fight for the throne. If you win, you will have the right to make and give birth to the next generation. These 2 male hippos are vying for the throne. One was exhausted and gave up on its own initiative. The other one also left voluntarily out of respect for its opponent. But these 2 kept fighting. You have to fight to the death. No, for zebra. The great zebra migration is amazing. This zebra was killed by a crocodile, quickly snatched away by 2 young hippos. Hippos are herbivores, but no one can stop me from eating zebra meat. This zebra wanted to cross the river, but was driven away by 2 hippos. Hippopotamus looks at zebra curiously. Dare to stand still. Until the crocodile's tail emerges from the water, the hippopotamus continues to drive forward. In order to escape, the horse dragged the crocodile to the shore. Rhinoceros and hippopotamus are both large animals, also not afraid of big cats. But what happens when a rhinoceros meets a hippopotamus? This hippopotamus meets a rhinoceros who comes to drink water, so he called another hippopotamus. Let's drive away the rhinos that have invaded our territory. In fact, 1 hippopotamus is enough. The other one was called to eat melon. This hippopotamus tastes a bit strong. Actually fell in love with rhinoceros. Secretly go out for a date at night. Another hippo disagrees. A duel started with rhinoceros. The battle lasted more than 40 minutes. Finally, the rhinoceros was sold as an animal. The sanctuary is responsible for breeding with female rhinos. The 2nd age of cattle. Cows in the water will be affected by crocodiles. Double attack with hippopotamus. But sometimes moody hippos can help cows age too. Escape from the clutches of crocodiles. After all, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But this cowbell was chased by an angry hippo. Even this hippopotamus cub, also eager to attack the cowbell. No matter how big the cowbell is, it can only be obedient and give in. First buffalo. Buffalo is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. The animal that kills the most hippos every year is the buffalo. This hippopotamus faces a group of drinking buffaloes. Not afraid at all. The brave and fearless hippo charges towards the buffalo. Drive the buffalo like crazy. This buffalo looks good in front of a hippopotamus. No ability to resist. I can only bow my head and act like my little brother. The above are the things that can be easily killed by a hippopotamus. 12 animals killed. What's your opinion on this? Welcome to Tell Kiku in the comment area. It is well known that monkeys are very interested in climbing poles. If a monkey strays into a telephone pole, what kind of experience will that be? Let's take stock of animals today. And 15 moments when a monkey was electrocuted. No, 15 red baboon. This red baboon. After January, I came to another telephone pole, just as he grabbed another wire. This poor baboon instantly turned into a fireball, then died. No, 14 woodpecker. Watch and don't blink. In this way, this woodpecker was vaporized. The 13th chimpanzee, this guy climbed up and looked far away, staying up till late, yawning all day long. The rescue anesthesia gun hit him, but because the machine volume was too small, he was not anesthetized. After he pulled out the anesthesia needle, just confront humans like this. The chimpanzee quickly climbed to another telephone pole. The humans being rescued below have nothing to do. Just when he was about to lie down, he suddenly received an electric shock. Fortunately, he dodges and clings to the wire. Just after he persisted for several minutes, Brother Hai finally couldn't hold on anymore and fell down. Fortunately, there were rescuers below who caught him and carried him to the ambulance in time. No, a 12 black bear. This black bear somehow climbed up the telephone pole. He was hit by a transformer in an instant and died. No, 11 monkey. This monkey is hung on a wire. Fortunately, this is not high voltage electricity. The guy below quickly climbed up. Look at this hanging monkey up here. The shape is quite unique. I instantly became very interested in this monkey. Then this unique monkey instantly attracted many monkeys to watch. With this monkey's sad call, the other 2 monkeys didn't seem to realize danger is approaching. Instead, he showed affection. Finally, the monkey began to study how to save your own kind. He wanted to throw away the screw, but found that it was quite strong. Another monkey climbed up again, but after the monkeys worked together, but found that there was no way. At this time, the monkey who was hanged took the pill with his life. The other monkeys were also scratching their heads and trying to think of ways to rescue them. This monkey, I tried to grab his arm away, but still failed. Just like this, the monkey maintains this posture, hanged for several hours. After the kind people on the ground discovered, start using the hook to help the monkey. Sure enough, after some pulling with the hook, a monkey was hooked. The monkey that fell to the ground looked like lost signs of life. Good Samaritan quickly petted the monkey. After catching the monkey, he quickly performed CPR on him, with the help of kind-hearted people who never gave up. The Monkey King also arrived in time, leading his monkey grandson to cheer for this monkey. But we don't know whether the monkey is dead or alive. The 10th monkey, who was shocked by the wind chime. 3 monkeys became interested in wind chimes. Suddenly one was so high that he received an electric shock, but luckily he ignored it. Another monkey unfortunately climbed up. He was also shocked and became very clever. The 9th orangutan baby. This scene is so like humans protecting children. No, a flock of birds. When birds are flying in the sky, accidentally, even the electrical wires were burned out. No, 7 black bear wandering around. When he touched the power grid, he was instantly electrocuted. No, a 6 is still a monkey. This monkey is running wildly on the wire. Climb up and down with ease. And these 2 monkeys don't seem to be that good. They are interested in distribution boxes. If you didn't get electrocuted, you would have saved a monkey's life. Number 5 goat hanging on a wire. After a burst of lightning, the goat suddenly turned into a ball of flame without a trace. The 4th crocodile to be electrocuted by an electric eel. After this crocodile bit an electric eel in one bite. It takes less than a stick of incense too. Crocodile suffered electric shock of more than 800 volts. Just like that, my belly turned over. Death pond. The 3rd flying eagle. The 2nd horse and cow. Malaysia seems to be particularly fond of electricity, and the same goes for cows. They like to put their butts on the grid, withstand the pleasure of electric current. The current of the thermal power grid is not very high. First, giraffe. Everyone knows that giraffes have long necks. If you are in the wild with lightning and thunder, giraffe necks will give them catastrophe. And this giraffe was instantly struck by lightning. Eventually, the rot passes away. Above, these are 15 moments when animals and birds are electrocuted. For this reason, we must stay away from high-voltage electrical facilities. Love your life. Do you think this bird is the owner of the nest? In fact, this bird's nest does not belong to his family. Look at him with his head open and his eyes like a thief, with a guilty conscience. You know he's not a good bird. Sure enough, he hurried after hearing the noise, flew away. But notice that there is an extra egg in the nest. The larger one is facing east, and the one that cut corners is from Zihui Newly. That's the guy who just flew away. This night is destined to be a sleepless night for Newly. He secretly came to another bird's nest, lay an egg in a hurry, escape again, As soon as Muley left with his front legs, he came back towards the east. He stood by the nest and looked at the eggs inside. Always feel like something is wrong, but I just can't tell the difference. The difference between 1 and 2 for them. It's a bit complicated, so don't worry about it anymore. Why not settle down and hatch eggs? But Muley is still busy working non-stop. Life may really be a toss-up. He found another bird's nest and prepared to lay eggs. But this time he seems to be unlucky. The female faces east near the nest, committing a crime under someone's nose. This is somewhat excessive. Angrily, he rushed towards the east. How strong is Muley's head? In this situation, I still insist on laying the egg. Chowdong witnessed this guy's crimes with his own eyes. Of course, he can't stand it. This bile is still lubricated, only by throwing it out of the nest. Can you relieve the hatred in your heart? This is destined to be an extraordinary night. Egg-laying rice and rebound experts begin a battle of wits and courage. By the way, Muley is indeed a bit awesome. The best part is that he can also conduct counter-reconnaissance. Encountered speckled bird eggs. He can customize the appearance of shooting eggs. You want to say that this guy doesn't have any ink in his belly? He can't print such high imitation eggs either. But there doesn't seem to be much ink. Because of careful identification, the color of the spots is somewhat light. But it's harmless. For the stupid birds, this is definitely a 1-to-1 replica. What's even more incredible is that Muley's eggs are always the first to hatch successfully. This greatly improved the survival rate of his chicks, because when other eggs are hatched, calf force has been fed for several days. Physically speaking, definitely stronger than the hatched bird. The one with the red mouth in the nest is the calf. The one with the yellow mouth is Chowdong. Now they have nothing but their mouths, almost carved from the same mold. Chowdong couple work tirelessly, but I don't know that in this child. Some of them are not of their species. Smart birds do smart things. It doesn't matter even if you look ugly when you eat. What you eat is yours. This principle is very strong, but the rice is very soft. Pay attention to these for bird eggs. As the sea water continues to rise, they will soon turn into pickled salted eggs. When you see this, you might think these are waterfowl eggs. In fact, this is just the egg of an ordinary sparrow. In our hometown dialect, we call it jiajuo. I don't know what its name is in your hometown. Sparrows are animals that hate water. Why do the sparrows here place their nests near the water? Thousands of chicks died here. That's because there's plenty of food here. It seems right that people die for wealth and birds die for food. This also indirectly contributes to nature's family planning. Made a huge contribution. There are always a few days of this kind of high tide every month. Bird eggs are actually not bad. It won't get moldy even if you soak it overnight, waiting for the mother sparrow to come back. You can still hatch little sparrows. Of course, if you are unlucky and get flushed out of the nest, there is nothing the sparrow mother can do. They won't go to all the trouble of getting the eggs back. That's not economical or practical. It's better to find a way to have another litter. It may not just be the eggs that suffer. Even baby birds often take cold baths. They can't swim and have no power to resist. Some little sparrows are very Buddhist. When the sea water comes over, I stretch my neck and lick my face. Breathe one breath at a time. That posture is like talking about face. I licked my neck. I stretched it. Leave the rest to the sea. But some little sparrows don't think so. He always feels that he can still save something. So he began to struggle. Climb to your roof. One achievement, and 10,000 bones withered. Climbing up to the roof by stepping on the heads of brothers and sisters. Quietly wait for the tide to recede. So only he survived. His unhappy brothers and sisters passed away peacefully. This reminds my aunt of a classic line, very appropriate to this scene. This passage says that we are all afraid of failure. But failure is only relative. You won't drown if you fall in the water. You'll drown if you stay in the water. You can only swim. Keep moving forward. Those who give up at the beginning, they will not fail. Because they gave up from the beginning. You thought it was a pile of rotten tree leaves. No. This is a bird's nest 1 or 2 meters wide and 5 meters high. And it's a new energy bird's nest. This kind of bird's nest craftsmanship is even older than the dinosaurs. Australian bush. A bird with a big gold chain is scratching the ground. It's a cluster nevis. The identity of the person wearing the big gold chain is definitely not simple. Every male bush mole is a contractor. This cluster mole just got a big project. Build a 5-meter wide new energy building. This is for them who weigh less than 3 kilograms. It's definitely a big project. The reason for building such a large new energy building, it's because this guy is a sea king. Female cluster Nevis in this area. They are all his potential targets. There is an overseer standing on a tree not far away. When the male cluster mole is almost busy, he jumped down unceremoniously. Do you think he is helping to build the nest? Actually, he is just choosing a position that he is more satisfied with. Dig a hole and prepare to lay eggs. Male cluster Nevis slowly approaches, observing quietly from the side, because he was a little unsure whether the female had. Have you mated with him? But he couldn't ask directly. After all, it's embarrassing to ask about something like this, isn't it? So he seemed a little timid. At this time, the female cluster mole has begun to lay eggs. Male cluster mole takes the opportunity to get close, but the other party doesn't want to take advantage of him now, because the female is in a hurry now. He will only lay 1 or 2 eggs here, then rush to another house to produce another 1 or 2. So whose child is this? Involving complex avian sociology. Male cluster Nevis actually doesn't bother me that much. After all, Neptune. The property is big. This is the condition at home. It doesn't matter if this egg is not your own. As long as there are enough eggs laid, there is always a part that is not your fault. No color of leaves as cover. How can we better integrate into nature? So the male cluster mole is always trying to strike up a conversation based on the principle of not trying this time, try next time. He won't miss any opportunity to express himself. But the female has not been in that mood until now. He left this place of right and wrong in a hurry, rushed to the next one, because he felt that the egg was about to fall out on its own. The male is calm and does not get angry. After all, people take time out of their busy schedules. Come and lay eggs at your own home. That's to give yourself face. This mansion-like nest can hold more than 50 eggs. The distance between each egg is 20 or 30 centimeters. Dead leaves dissipate heat as they rot and ferment. The temperature remains between 33 degrees and 35 degrees. Like a small incubator. There is no need to incubate the eggs yourself with cluster germplasm. Therefore, it is not an exaggeration to say that it is a new energy bird's nest. Male bush germplasm oversees his own nest building. Check the internal temperature with your mouth from time to time. Make appropriate adjustments. Keep internal temperature stable. It takes about 50 days to hatch the eggs. The little bug needs to break the eggshell by himself. But it's not over yet. He needs to struggle to climb out of the dead leaves. No parents to greet them. Given by their parents. Only this new energy incubator. Little bugs and moles crawl out one by one. Now they are very hungry, without parental care. Next, they can only rely on themselves. Look for bugs to eat near leaf piles, instinctively using his feet to pull the fallen leaves. On the ground, the kung fu on these feet has been practiced since childhood. Because will I be able to find a wife in the future? All thanks to these flexible claws. Create a new energy building that attracts the opposite sex.